Hey everybody, my name's Roger Gaudette. I'm an adjunct distributor out of Canada. I've been on this amazing water and journey since 2010. My life's been completely changed. Just dramatic things have happened to me. And so I just want to do a real quick presentation here for you just to see and show you how different our water is. Because, like my wife was explaining to me this box that you put on your counter, and she was going on and on about this thing, and I thought it was complete joke. There's no way that water did what she said it could do, and it really took a lot of her coaxing and now showing me the ways we could save money having this machine. That was the only time I was actually going to listen to her. But I'm just going to do something really fast, show you the differences in the water so that you guys get a real quick understanding of it. Okay, so first property is the oxidation reduction potential. So whether a liquid is an antioxidant or is it oxidizing to us. So this chart here represents anything with a minus is very good for us. Anything in the positive is oxidizing for us. So if you know anything about free radicals, where you want a lot of electrons donated to you so that it combats the oxidative stress that our bodies go through. So on one side, and just why the fish is because the aquarium guys, they use these meters like that shows in the middle is this shows the ORP or oxidation reduction potential. So if in a freshwater tank the water gets to positive 100, the fish die. In saltwater tank, if it gets to positive 300, the fish die. So basically that's what it is. So anything in the minuses, you're gaining electrons. That's helpful. You're fighting that oxidative stress that causes a lot of diseases. And on the positive side, you're actually stealing electrons. It's pulling away from you. So then it starts to oxidize us very slowly. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll test some of these drinks. So soda pops, this represents all of them. We're just using a clear liquid because we need to. And they all represent the same. They all come out about the same reading. Gatorade, full of electrolytes, supposed to be very helpful or healthy for us, given to athletes. And then on the reverse, the kids not see that these athletes are drinking this, so then they want to drink it as well. Perrier, Pellegrino, sparkling mineral water, we'll test that. Supposed to be really healthy for you as well. Next is our smart water. This is kind of like distilled water. What it does, it removes you remove all the impurities out of water, and it also removes all the natural minerals out of water too. So we'll test that. Dasani, this is an example of reverse osmosis. So again, it goes through a process of removing all the impurities out of water, but also pulls out all the natural minerals out of water as well. So we'll test that. Next is at my gym, we have one of those sensor fountains so that you put your bottle in there and then it fills it up. So I've got that water. So I just call this gym water. So I know I found an extra container, so I use this one. Test that. And then this is just my tap water. And then what I've done is I've taken the tap water, I've passed it through this machine, filtered it of chlorine, lead, impurities, and I've went through an ionization process and it created Kangen water. Test that. Okay, so here I have this meter and we are measuring in millivolts. So I'll try to show it so you guys can see it. So let's go and put it in the soda pop right away. And it's in the positives and it's positive 550, 530. Okay, very oxidizing. So if you look in the positive side, it's stealing electrons from us. So then here's our Gatorade. It's supposed to be full of electrolytes, should be healthy for us. So this should be in the minus, right? No, positive 520. Again, oxidizing us. Here's our Perrier or Pellegrino. Okay, same kind of results with either. So positive 450, so it's a little bit better, but still creating that oxidative stress. Here's our Smart Water. Okay, positive 430, staying in there. Again, positive 430. Here's our Dasani. This is a Coke product. Okay, again, all in about the same 430 range, oxidizing. And sometimes the longer it's in the bottle, the higher the number gets. It becomes more oxidant. So then here's my gym water from one of those natural fountains, and I believe it's reverse osmosis. Okay, so 422, a little bit better, slowly going down. So then here's my tap water here. And just so you know, I'm in Port Moody, British Columbia right now. So 430, 429, 415, oxidizing. So remember, I've made the Kangen water with this water. So went through the electrolysis probe right away, right into the minuses. And we're looking at minus 780, still going up. Let's try to get to minus 790. Minus 790. Okay, isn't that incredible? So really there was only one that was going to donate all these electrons that our body wants, right? So that's going to be the healthy side. So on the next property I want to talk about is the pH scale, so the potential hydrogen of this water. This scale is basically telling us whether a liquid is alkaline or acidic. Okay, and it goes from 0 to 14. And our body is trying to stay as close to 7.7 pH, 7.34 to 7.45. Anywhere outside of that means coma or death. So our body has a regulation system that likes to keep it, but surrounding tissue can become acidic, and this is where sometimes diseases and that might creep in. So what I have is a combination of phenol red, phenol blue drops, and this gives me the full color spectrum. So I'll put a few drops in each and then see where we stand. Isn't that incredible? Okay, right now there's only one purple one. So look at this. Okay, this is 2.5 pH. So this chart is logarithmic. So every time we move one, so say 6 to 7, that's 10 times acidity. If we go to 7, 6 to 5 is 10 times 10, so it's 100 times more acidic. So if we go all the way to 2.5, that's 50,000 times more acidic than 7. And if our body is slightly alkaline, it's almost 80,000 times more acidic. Okay, here's the Gatorade, unreal, 2.5. Okay, our Perrier, Pellegrino, they all come in the same. Smart Water, everything's acidic. Okay, everything's acidic. Isn't that crazy? So then here's that gym water, so it's a little bit better, but you know. Then here's our tap water, but we know it was like positive 450, right? Oxidizing. So municipalities are mandated by law to keep the pH as close to 7 as possible. So what they do at the pump station, they inject lye, ash, ammonia, a very alkaline mineral, chemical, so that by the time the water goes all the way to us, it's slightly alkaline. But that's mainly just for the pipes, because if the water was acidic, it would rust out the pipes and they'd be digging up roads. So then here's our Kangen water. No minerals added, just straight electrolysis that we produce this. So on the chart, you can see there's a little balancing act going on. So if everything we're eating, everything that we're consuming is acid forming, and almost all our exercise is acid forming, so it would make sense that if you drink stuff that's slightly better for you, you're able to balance out that acidic load. So let's see. And in the meantime, I'm going to put this right into the Smart Water. Okay. Get the number up, so I'll keep that there so we can look at it. But basically, can I add my Kangen water to get myself back into balance? So sure enough, real fast, right? real quick. This is our body now. So steak dinner at Earl's, extremely acidic, but can I get myself back to alkaline drinking my water? Yes. So then let's look at this chart, this now. It's positive 360 right now. So watch as I add the Kangen water. I got to an alkaline state, and was I able to go into the minus? Yes. So you see that? I'm positive minus 570. That I was able to now counterbalance that effect and add antioxidants to my body. So next, our Perrier. It's going to pretend it's healthy, but then it's just going to create that acidity in our body all the time. Gatorade, no helping. Isn't that crazy? So let's go Kangen right into the... Isn't that crazy? So acid forming and so oxidizing for us. So at the same sense, so now you say, well, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm going to have a little sip anyways. Did you know if this was full of Kangen water or full of pop and I drank it, it would take about 36 glasses of Kangen just to get myself back to neutral? So you decide you're going to have a little sip. You're going to have a little sip, little sip, little sip, and you're completely destroying your body. You see how slowly that went? So isn't that crazy dramatic? So I'll just put these drinks off to the side right now. And then we'll talk about the next property. I don't have my amazing assistant Sabina here today. So we'll just do this and this. And what I'm going to do is teabag. Okay? Because the next property is when we're cooking and we're making our fruits and our stews, our soups, or you're germinating. This water works amazing. And also when you're taking your supplements, because now you'll see why this water is so powerful as well. So this just a clean Yamamoto green tea, doesn't have any dyes in it or anything. So I'll put the room temperature tap water in here and try to make tea. So sure enough, there's not much happening there, right? So now I'll go to my Kangen water and maybe you might see the difference. Tea almost instantly. Okay, so the skeptic in me when I first seen this says, okay, well, it's got to be because the bag was wet this time. So let's go back to the tap water. Try to make tea. Well, again, the skeptic in me would say, okay, that's because there's no more tea left in the bag. So let's go back. Kangen, tea bag. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so when you're taking your supplements, and why this is so powerful when you're making your soups and stews is because it pulls out all the flavor. But now when you're taking your supplementation, you're going to be able to drive it into the cell and utilize everything. So there was tea there. It just needed the Kangen water to pull it out. Is that crazy? Awesome. So I'll just clean this up and then we'll move to the next property. Okay guys, so the next property I want to talk about is this amazing 11.5. It works as a degreaser. We've been using it in our wash as a detergent. We just add a little bit of essential oil, like we use about 4 cups of it, and we haven't been using any detergent for over 8 years now. And it's amazing, and it works as an anti-inflammatory on a bruise or whatever. It actually helps bring down the swelling. But it's amazing on our fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to wash some fruit or some tomatoes for you guys. I'll just do a few. Okay, about the same. Okay, and this side we'll do with the tap water. And then this side is with the 11.5. Now this stuff, unlike the Kangen water, which for drinking, that water lasts for about 3 days. This water actually gets stronger and stronger as a degreaser. So we'll wash some of that. And what's happening in there, I'm going to show you with sesame oil. Just pure sesame oil. Just very little. And we like sesame oil because it is very visual. Okay? So you were taught in school, oil and water don't mix, right? So sure enough, it's all coming to the top. Oil and water does not mix. But let's see what this stuff does. Isn't that crazy? Completely emulsified. It broke down all the proteins. It was able to completely take off or, degrease that. So the tomatoes been soaking. So let's see what we took off. In my mind, I clean these, right? So I cleaned them with the tap water. But let's see if I really did clean them. Can you see that? You see that little orange stuff? That's a colored pesticide. So this company has decided to use a colored pesticide to put on their tomatoes to enhance the look of them. But that pesticide is completely very harmful to us as well. So, and if you taste it, it'd be night and day of what you have here. So it is absolutely crazy. And so with that being said, next. So this machine, when we purchased it, we have the Kangen 8 now, has completely changed our lives. The way it makes us feel, we haven't been sick since 2010. We're able to replace a lot of the products in our home, and we're saving at least $3,000 a year having this machine. Just the savings alone, that what it produces, and the ability to share this water with everyone I come in contact with, because quite frankly, the person who shared the water with me, if they wouldn't have, I don't know where I would be right now. And so it's completely changed my life, my wife's life, my complete family's life. And the company tagline is change your water, change your life. It's completely changed my life. And hopefully you'll give it a try and it'll change yours. So my name is Roger Gaudette. Thank you so much for being here and watching this. Have a great day.